Mahindra may be the largest automotive manufacturer in India. Now, surprisingly, Mahindra began as a steel manufacturing company back in 1943. Now they're the #1 seller worldwide of tractors. They have automotive facilities in numerous countries worldwide, and they've finally revealed two pretty cool looking electric cars. So can India take on the Chinese with their new impressive EVs? Well, here's what's happening. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. I want to say a big thank you to those of you who support us on Patreon. I honestly, really genuinely appreciate you. Thanks so much for helping the channel. Now, if you'd like to support us, I'll put a link in the description. Mahindra, they actually manufacture a lot of cars. They're a pretty decent sized car conglomerate. Now, whilst they're the world's largest seller of tractors by volume, the truth is that when it comes to vehicles, they're not really ranked up there with the best of them at this point in time anyway. Now, its major competitors in the Indian vehicle market include Suzuki India and Tata Motors. Now, this is how they started. It's kind of a weird start. Mahindra eventually saw a business opportunity in expanding into car manufacturing and selling larger MUVs, or kind of like SUVs really. So what they did is they began assembling under the license of Willys Jeep in India. They were actually manufacturing Jeep vehicles for the Indian car market. And that began in the 1970s. Since then, the car brand, well, the brand itself has grown significantly. But to be honest, when it comes to EVs, they're kind of behind a fair bit. That said, they've finally brought these two pretty impressive looking electric cars to market. You might have seen Mahindra's vehicles. They look currently pretty old school, pretty boxy, not the best, but these actually look pretty damn impressive. So what you're looking at here is the Mahindra BE6E. That's a rival for the BYD Atto 3 or the Geely EX5. And the XEV 9E Mahindra Electric Coupe, which is a rival for, I don't know, maybe a Tesla Model Y. I mean, it's about 4.9 meters long. So these SUVs were debuted 2 years ago in India at a motor show. And finally, you can now buy them. Apparently, they will reach Indian dealerships in early 2025. Now, strangely, even though these vehicles are very different sizes to each other, they both have an identical wheelbase of 109.3 inches. That's 2,775 millimeters. But the vehicles obviously are very different in height, width, length, etc. The BE6E, which is a rival to the Atto 3, is 4,370 millimeters long. That's 172 inches. The XEV 9E is 4.8 meters long. That's 188.6 inches. It's a similar length to a Tesla Model Y, but as you can see, it's more shaped like a coupe. Now, apparently the Atto 3 rival here, the one you're looking at that looks like an SUV, that has a 455 litre boot, which is a big boot for this size of vehicle, surprisingly big. The XEV, which is the coupe-like vehicle, similar size to the Model Y, has a 12.3 inch triple screen layout. 3 screens, all 12.3 inches. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's over the top, but anyhow, it also has an illuminated panoramic sunroof and premium materials along with a 16 speaker Harman Kardon sound system. To be honest, if you looked at these vehicles, you really wouldn't think, oh, those are Indian cars. At this point in time, the Indian car market is not really taken all that seriously, but I think that this might change that, right? What do you guys think? Now, the boot of the Model Y rival is actually very large. It's 665 litres. That's a pretty big boot space. In fact, that's about 100 litre bigger boot than an Xpeng G6. Not to say I'd prefer this to a G6, but when it comes to comparing the vehicles, the performance is actually not bad. Well, one thing this car has, or both of these cars you're looking at have, they have semi-active dampers, 5-link rear suspension, and brake-by-wire technology. Power, single electric motor. It has 228 horsepower. It's 170 kilowatt. There is also another version that has a bit more power. It has 210 kilowatt and 282 horsepower. So they'll both do around 6.7 seconds, 0 to 100, or 0 to 62 miles an hour. Yeah, pretty fast. Performance is good. I mean, I don't think you need anything faster than that. Battery sizes. The two different battery options. Both of them apparently are lithium iron phosphate batteries. 59 kilowatt hour battery for the standard range version and a 79 kilowatt hour battery for the long range version. Now, apparently, well, it's hard to find out where the batteries are from. Word is they come from the Volkswagen Group. Now, the truth is that the Volkswagen Group are probably saying, we make the batteries, but the Volkswagen Group doesn't personally make lithium iron phosphate batteries themselves. But they do own a 30% stake in Goshon High-Tech, which is a Chinese car company. The Indian government would definitely frown upon an Indian car manufacturer using Chinese-made lithium iron phosphate batteries, but I'm pretty sure they are Chinese. So, sorry Mahindra if I got you in trouble with the Indian government. Anyhow, range. Okay, range apparently is 533 kilometers or 331 miles with the bigger battery, the 79 kilowatt hour battery. Now that is for the Atto 3 vehicle, the smaller SUV. For the bigger one, the more coupe-like vehicle, apparently it has 550 kilometers of range or 342 miles. That's measured with the WLTP protocols. So actually, that sounds pretty damn good, I've got to say. For that size battery, the efficiency is clearly not bad. So, fast charging is also decent. 175 kilowatt fast charging, and you can charge the battery, apparently, from 20 to 80% in 20 minutes. That's also really good. Context. The XPeng G6, which I have, charges from 10 to 80% in 20 minutes. But, I mean, to be honest, 20 to 80% in 20 minutes is also really, really good. So charging for this car is better than what I would have expected. Mahindra uses apparently their artificial intelligence architecture for the vehicle running on the 6th generation Adreno GPU and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8295 chip. That's Chinese made. I don't know if India's happy about that either. Safety equipment includes 7 airbags, level 2 ADAS, 360-degree cameras, blind spot monitoring, and remote parking, something you don't often come across in Indian vehicles. As per Car Scoops, I agree with you. I'm surprised. These sound really, really good. Now, will they be as good as they sound? I've got no idea. I hope they are. How much do they cost? Well, apparently the BE6E, so the Atto 3 rival, starts at $22,000. This is well priced. The XEV 9E, so the Model Y rival, starts at $25,900 US, so $26,000 US. Honestly, Mahindra, they're onto a winner here. I don't know what they're doing here. Are they making these at a loss? What are their plans for global expansion? Mahindra does sell their vehicles in numerous countries around the world, not just in India. They sell pretty well in Australia as well. So I think these cars, if they came in at this price, or even 10-20% above these prices in other countries, in other markets, I think these cars would do quite well. It remains to be seen how good the technology will be, but they could be great. And honestly, the specs sound pretty damn impressive. So what do you guys think? Is Mahindra onto a win here? Could this be the start of an Indian EV avalanche? I think it might. Hopefully it is. Thanks for watching.